Welcome back to the back nine of the final round for the 2025 Sunstein Open. You're watching the greatest media team, and we are back for the last 9 holes of tournament action following our lead card here in the MPO division. And we have myself, Harry Chase, and Rivas Marcons Craig on the mic. Rivas, anything from the front nine speak out to you? What do you think? What are we looking for?
Well, it was the first time that I've seen Jesse Longenecker on full coverage, and he is a very good bounce back player. That's the first thing I've noticed, that not only does he keep the pedal to the metal, and when he actually takes a blemish, he's able to bounce back so fast, and we've been able to see him shoot at least 3 down on the front. Let's see if he continues that hot streak in the back.
Yeah, Jesse, the front runner right now. We'll see if he can finish the job. And we are lucky enough to start off, you guys, on the signature hole on the course. Hole 10, it is 501 feet. And we are playing way downhill, slightly to the left. And you want to talk about bonus birdie. This is the one to get right here.
Don't say that to Simon, though. He expects to get this one every time.
Par save.
That just means he's going to get 11, though, right?
Yeah.
That's the theme here. I swear, he's got a roller coaster all day, but he's still 3 down. All right, so Dylan's going to be throwing his forehand here. That's a beautiful shot with his F1. He's got to look.
Yeah, that is a ridiculous forehand right there. We've seen many from Dylan. Just add it to the collection, why don't we?
And I apologize, that was his D3. Here is Jared Hill throwing it downhill. Not a lot of too many downhill holes at Keeney, but he's able to survive that, I think.
You must have never played Keeney.
I have played it. I don't remember being that downhill. It was mostly open. Josh Dibattista from Maine getting down there, but he's going to have a lot of work to do. Him and Jesse and Jared Hill. Let's see what happens here. It's a tough hole if you're not down here.
Yeah, little known fact about Josh that you said. From Maine. He's actually from my state of Rhode Island.
What?
Yes.
All these years, I did not know this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, moved up to Maine. Well, not really sure when, but born and raised North Providence, I believe. Go Cougars.
Debo, can you attest to this? You've been faking your heritage this whole time? That's amazing. Easy up and down for him, actually. He was in a better spot. Let's see it.
Oh.
Wow.
Hard to see. He kind of blocked our view there, but
Yeah.
tag and metal on this one.
Pretty cool stuff. And here's Jesse's 3 save. It's so easy to get a 4 on this hole. This might be the easiest hole to get a 4.
Yeah, especially if you missed that initial gap, which Jesse did. And, Jared. Gonna fall 19 under.
Yeah, the wheels are slipping a little bit. It's his putt. It's if he's hitting putts, he's winning these tournaments. But you can tell he's missed like 3 critical putts in the last 5-6 holes. Although Jesse hasn't been missing putts, he's been off the tee a little shaky, which is interesting.
Sure. We have hole 11 here, new hole as we played the green basket in round 2. This is a line I hope nobody is taking.
That's the drone line, Harry. Come on.
And yeah, we might see Dylan get creative potentially on the forehand, but I think most players are taking this backhand as we see Dylan go on the forehand line. Not really sure what's here.
There's a left side gap. I think he's just trying to open the net.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I can assure you
There's nothing
that
there.
gap is not big.
That was his A5. Here is, I think, the Malta for Debo. Pretty solid throw there. Almost an ace run. Check this one out. Come on. Come on. Ooh. I don't think we've ever seen an ace on Sunstein coverage yet.
Yeah, definitely can't confirm that one, but What I can confirm is where Josh landed is a very popular place for a backhand shot to land. Almost impossible to see one able to check up short of the basket or even under it.
So Jesse's backhand is very clean.
Yeah, he's about as 50-50 as he gets, I think. If it's a forehand hole, he's showing forehand. Backhand hole, he's showing backhand.
Ooh, Debo sneaking it in. Great deuce.
Wow.
He needed that after taking the bogey on 8. Remember that? Ooh.
I mean, more than just needed it, he just tied the tournament up at the top. Obviously pending a birdie make here from Jesse, but up there at 22 under.
Pretty iconic with that tree in the middle of the tree set there, too. Dylan, well done there. Good birdie.
First forehand birdie I've ever seen.
On that hole?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, now you know it's there. Jesse's going to prove everybody wrong with his backhand, though. That was awesome.
And you called it. Bounce back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jesse is the bounce back king. And somebody else told me that.
Oh, Jared.
Jared.
We were that putt away from a star frame on this hole, which, you know,
It's pretty good.
300 foot
Yeah,
through the
hyzer,
woods.
Yeah.
Not the craziest in the world, but man, that would have been impressive.
This would be a very impressive star frame, too. Hole 12.
Sure would be. Another iconic hole, 550 feet, slightly uphill the whole way, and a mean tunnel to boot. We have OB left over the rock wall, which is going to be the most iconic feature as there's really nothing to stop you. So any shot that ends up left, going to be OB. Dylan doing well here. This is a more conservative play for sure, just playing the one angle hyzer forehand. Going to be a bit of a scramble from that right side, but I think that's what he's okay with because what he is doing is taking away the bogey.
Yeah, I think Dylan has taken a lot of big numbers on this hole before, and he's kind of learned to take his medicine there, especially on Sunstein, this tournament. This tournament has been running for 5 years, as we said in the intro. This was our largest tournament yet, actually, with 280 players, Harry. That's a lot of freaking players. That's A-tier material, so we're really hoping we might get that A-tier status next year. We're not sure. That's why we tried the 3 rounds this year. Here's Jesse. He's kind of taking it a little bit easy on this, kind of following Dylan's path, it looked like.
Wow, and that is big for the tournament. I believe he was a little early on that, clipped some trees. Josh's drive just striped, and he's going to be probably the best birdie position out of our 4 competitors.
I would say so, too. And he probably has that turnover for the next shot, too.
Exactly. We know that's what he loves.
Jesse's got a weird look here, but he's probably going to take that outside left lane. Ooh, he went inside. I was surprised there.
Yeah, taking that reblend D2. Going to roll over to the middle, so looks like a par for Jesse. And after Jared's shot, miraculously stays in bounds.
He took that a little too flat. He needed to give it a little more angle.
We're going to have Dibattista with a chance to make this a little interesting.
This is his perfect line for him. He loves this. So they're tied up, right? Are they both at 22? Or?
No, Jesse has them by 1
By
right
1?
now.
Okay.
That would have been a chance to get the birdie, but not the proper angle there from Debo. It was close, but contacts that last tree on the way to the basket.
And Dylan's making a little bit of charge, too. He's only at 20, so. Or 21. Jared Hill getting a nice, favorable kick off the tree. We call that tree love right there. And pretty simple up and down for his par look here. Nice shot, Jesse.
Yep, going the wide route there. I couldn't really tell by his reaction if that was intended or not, but it's going to work out.
Debo almost nailing another one. Debo's feeling it.
Yeah.
I feel like he is feeling it.
I mean, we all know Debo's a great player, but I mean, if he's 1 off the lead at a B tier, you got to imagine that's meeting his standards. Oh, a little trip up there from Dylan, but able to do what we said, scramble for that birdie.
And let's be real, it doesn't feel like a B tier because with all the media coverage, with all the added cash, I mean, just the hoopla behind the tournament,
That's
I feel
true.
like it feels more than a B tier. 2 days now, you know.
Well, Simon had actually told me, I don't know if you know this, which is funny. He signed up for the tournament thinking it was an A tier. And
Really?
only found out it was a B tier, I think, a week later when I told him.
Of course he did. Because he thought it was 3 rounds and was an A tier. That's interesting. Well, Simon, hopefully we will make it A tier for you next year. Here is Dylan on hole 13, one of the hardest holes on the course, and he kind of just mastered that shot right there. That was pretty. That was his D2, folks, again.
Yeah, I would be shocked to see any birdies here. This is one of those iconic 3.5s, we'll call them, at Sunstein on the blue layout. There's a couple of them that you're just not going to get in the circle. And, whoa.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Him and Debo, bet he got it worse. That was a really nasty kick. He went forehand?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it shapes fine. I mean, I don't think Jesse's trying to get this hole in the circle. I think his game plan is to take the highest percentage of hitting the first gap and, take your 60-footer, which is just about as good as you can do with a backhand.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for him, percentages didn't work out on that one, and going to be taking a 4.
At least a 4, I've been. A super pinch. Hopefully he can save that bogey. Here's Debo. The par from there is going to be a lot of work as well. So come on, get that, Jesse. That was close. Good effort. Circle 2.5. And Dylan almost gets the 2. Almost gets back-to-back.
Nice putt, Dylan.
Amazing holes. 10 and 13 in terms of just incredible effort.
Yeah, that would have been something.
Debo for his par save. Unfortunately, rolls. He's going to be taking a 4 at best. So what was a little closer now is actually the same because they're both getting bogeys.
Crazy. Yeah, and this brings Dylan back in the mix for sure.
Yeah, because Dylan just got a par. And he just got a birdie before that. Meanwhile, they got 4s. So it's getting close. Dylan just made 2 strokes in the last 2 holes. Don't you love disc golf? How fast that can happen?
Absolutely, and we've seen it time and time again on this Sunstein blue layout. Maybe not a hole that is easy to birdie, but we still see the scoring separation from our number 1 and number 2 taking bogeys.
And this is a good equalizer when you're in that position to either take one on somebody or lose one on somebody. This is just one that feels amazing because if you hit this, you're going to take almost 2 strokes on somebody.
So what do we think? Another bogey from Jesse on just utter shank. You think he's going to bounce back?
I do. It's been the pattern. I think it's that type of flow and round. And Dylan, of course, he has to fall down. That's at least once a round.
And he's fist pumping.
He loves it, man. We got to do a reel of just all of the times that he's fallen. Please, one of my editors.
So you.
Not just me here. We got more. We're working on that.
Nice shot.
And there's Jared Hill. Beautiful. Turnover. Hit me up. I want your turnover discs.
Yeah, he throws this one pretty well. Fortunately, the backhand here is so specific for the turnover, but throwing a rock on this is Jared. I can't imagine this is a park job play for him. Probably just taking the 3.
Debo likes this line. I know that, but kind of hyzered out a little too much there. He's going to be kind of visiting Dylan and saying hi over there.
So we got Jesse here going D2 forehand.
All right, that looks a little inside if you ask me, but he kind of likes it.
Yeah, this hole is kind of deceiving as we saw all of those backhands go too long. You want to be a bit more inside than you think. So let's see.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, he's right there. He's parked.
He might just do it again.
Can he take another birdie? How many pars does he have, Harry? Can we get a little stat check? I mean, I wouldn't say like 4 pars, not even.
I mean, at this point, he's only got 2.
2? What a round. Okay, Jesse, we see you. All right, Dylan's kind of in a jam, man. This hole always kind of forces this when you're on that left side pinched off. We've seen Simon pull off some amazing outs there, and that's up there. That's a really good out by Dylan. Let's see if Jesse can get that deuce. What is this average? I'm assuming 3.4. Because if you don't make that bend, and that hillside can roll.
3.17.
Okay. For 70 people, that's pretty good.
Yeah, 74% par, which I would expect a lot less, and 4 birdies.
Only 4 birdies.
Yeah.
Wow. We saw one of them. So Jesse Longenecker, congratulations. That was a sick birdie. And good effort there by Jared Hill. Nice turnover, easy par. Hole 5 should be an easy birdie for most people going around this tree. Only 300 feet. Finishes a little to the right, but they got a big gap to hit.
And that gap just became a little bit bigger. See Jesse here going forehand, probably the preferred play. And it's out of frame, it's out of frame. Gets through.
So he's not taking a bogey. Dylan taking his A5. This has been so trusty for him this whole tournament. What did he throw before the A5 last year?
He was throwing the rat.
The rat.
In that slot.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to know and favors different companies, there you go. The beautiful AVR X3. Ah, got leafed. Iron leaf there. Not able to get through that gap.
That was an interesting kind of like hybrid throw jump putt from Jared.
It was. I think maybe he could have done a little forehand pitch out, but he doesn't rely on it that often, I don't think. Here's Debo for his birdie.
Yeah, if Debo wants in on this, that putt needed to go in. Going to be falling a little bit behind the pace.
I think Dylan's on 21, so him and Debo are tied, and Jesse's at 23.
.24.
Just like that. Count it. Nice job, Jesse. Nice birdie. All right. You said there was 7 birdies on the last hole, right? How many birdies on this hole? I mean, I want to say 25 birdies.
Well, I think this field is going to impress you again because there was 26
Wow.
birdies.
I've done this too long. But I still can't name any of your discs off the tee when I caddy for you. So either way. All right, hole 16. Tell me more about this one, Harry.
Yeah, one of the great finishing holes. We are now at the top of the ridge at 501, and we have 3 straight big downhill holes. One of my favorite 3-hole stretches on the course to finish downhill, downhill, downhill. And this is probably the most difficult of them all. Very specific shape here, an interesting distance coming in at 410. And you either need a perfect forehand or a beautiful late flipping backhand.
I like the forehand option here by Jesse. He hits a tree, knocks way down, out of position, should save the 3.
Yeah, Jesse there, I think probably playing a little bit of scorecard golf. I think he threw his overstable H1 there, basically Firebird stability. I think he was more playing to hit the first gap and just get down there rather than to throw a backhand or try to get too technical and maybe kick and maybe bring in bogey. At this point, with the easiness of 18, I think he's got first place locked up as long as he doesn't do anything stupid. And hitting the first gap with a stable forehand, smart, winning golf.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire here, and Debo making an excellent charge with this shot. Wow, that was pretty. That was probably one of the prettiest shots I've ever seen on that hole.
I mean, I feel bad about talking over about Jesse's shot. I mean, that was
Don't worry, there was a replay here.
one of the best shots we've seen all day. So, unbelievable, honestly, from Debo.
Yeah, that was
Great
really
touch
pretty.
with the slow disc.
Dylan's going to be up there for his par, and here's Jared Hill for his birdie attempt. Just going to be rolling it up there. Should be able to save the par as well. Jesse making a stop forehand look pretty easy on the approach there downhill, having a lot of control. That's what you want to see coming down the stretch. That's not what you want to see, Jared. Come on. He suffered 3 bogeys basically in a row just because of putting, and he was a little bit out of position on the last hole, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's the most important part of our game, and you don't really realize it until you let a few leak out and squeeze by you. But yeah, Jared, a few putts away from being in the mix for a podium finish, and yeah, at the top level, these guys are so good. Hard to give up strokes on the green.
Well, there has not been a blow-up hole for Jesse in a couple holes now, so we got 2 birdies in a row for him. Let's see if he can keep it up on hole 17. This has to be the other signature hole, or one of these signature holes coming downhill. This is such a beautiful gap hit to hit, and you really just want to take your putter or mid and just make sure that you hit the line very straight.
Yep, we're going to this blue basket out in the field. Dibattista forcing over a mid-range. And there are gaps. Not going to hit one, though.
Did you get this one?
Geez, I don't remember.
Yeah.
We are long enough away, and, well, you're going to have to scroll pretty far to see my name on the standings here. So, Jesse, however, right at the top, going to try to close this one out.
Look at this shot. That looked really clean release.
Sends us
Kept it to the
mid-range.
right. Oh! We were just talking about our first Sunstein ace. That would have been classic.
Unbelievable, that skip he gets.
What a reaction.
Let's take a second look.
I mean, that's the dream ace. The skip dream ace on 17, 501. That would have been.
Pierced gap right off those wood chips.
Wow, Dan Jenkins with that. Awesome replay, too. Well done.
What a highlight.
This is fun. This is why we love 501, because I think the last 3 holes make it so exciting. It's hard to lose a lead, I feel like, but it's a good setup.
Sure, yeah.
Jared Hill, come on.
Yeah, we need to see Jared downhill here for these downhill shots. See if he can scramble here and pick up a birdie on 18 to finish.
Which he will. I know he's got that power. And here's Debo. Still out of position for the birdie really look, unless he really tries to run it. But that's a sloping green. You really don't want to do anything too crazy on this hole. Like that?
Wow, that just got on the perfect angle.
And that wasn't downhill, though. That was strange. Here's a look at the gallery. We got some Sunstein folks there, which was awesome. Our sponsors for this tournament. Make sure to check them out, Sunstein LLP. They have the Sunstein series this year. Dylan almost making the 2 there. And the standings are up to date. So the Grand Prix is happening October 19th weekend. And if you'd like to see how you're doing in the standings, make sure to check out sunsteinseries.com.
Nice, Dibattista. Unable, and oh, Josh.
Whoa.
That's a
Double bogey on
Wow.
17?
I mean, I just talked about with Jared, you don't realize how important putting is till you let a few
bogey?
easy ones squeak away. And, I mean, yeah, not the drive's fault there.
No, he said his hand was starting to cramp up. Debo's had some hand issues over the past years, and you know, you never want to see an athlete down the stretch miss some putts that you know that they can make, you know, something like that. And Jesse going down 25 under just like that. Well done there. He's got like a 2 or 3 stroke lead going into the last hole. This is, I said signature hole. This is it. This is it, folks. This is the John Hancock. This is the one that you will tell your folks about. Hole 18, everybody. This is the most beautiful downhill shot with OB on the rock wall behind the blue basket. We've seen Harry outdrive this hole before, which is just insane. Hopefully we see something like that, but even just a layup, take your 3, not a bad play on the 600-foot par 4.
All right, we've got Jesse trying to send one for the fans. I'm not going to get down there with clipping the tree, but that's fine.
Definitely fine. He's in position to win still, and just don't do anything dumb. You know, I wouldn't really try to run the green. Here's Dylan with his last D2 throw. Getting up there.
Yeah.
Forehand. You throw forehands. Can you? Is it just the angle that doesn't make sense for you sometimes? Like how would you be able to get as far as you can on something like that?
I mean, the forehand is just a completely different throw,
Yeah.
and Dylan has it mastered to the point where he feels more comfort in it than the backhand. And, you know, he's definitely in the minority with that, but we see him, you know, doing very well in our pro tournament scene here in New England. And, yeah, he's got an ability to kind of just uncork on one like not many others.
And he's in position for second place right now. So this is huge to get almost $1,000 for second place on this big tournament Memorial Day weekend.
Jared Hill looking like he's going to finish out
Absolutely. Finish strong,
in
Jared.
style.
Like to see you more in our tournaments. We'll be back here next year. Uh-oh. Whoa. Got a weird reaction there. Why would Jesse try to go for that? I'm a little shocked there.
Well, I think he's up by enough at this point where it doesn't really matter. So I think,
Yeah, you think the lead is solidified?
yeah, there's no real reason to play smart there. You know, worst case scenario, he's still walking in the wind. So trying to grab another birdie, get those rating points.
It's all about those rating points, Harry, huh?
Sure.
Well, it's all about the Sunstein points as well. Make sure to check out the series. I just mentioned sunsteinseries.com. There it is, Jared Hill finishing strong for the fans, waiting for him to tap out. Finishing 17 down. I think he finished in a respectable 6th or 7th place, too. Well done there. And the gallery just watching. We had a beautiful weather both days. Couldn't have asked for better weather. And let's see if Jesse can get his first Sunstein Open win. He did it.
There it is, folks.
That's a good putt.
Jesse Longenecker, your champion today by a few strokes, and hitting the putt in style would do it.
New champion has been crowned, and he's automatically qualifying for the Massachusetts Grand Prix, which is happening October 19th. We hope to see you there, Jesse. We know you have a busy schedule, but it's going to be a lot of cash. Last year, we've added $7,500 added cash. So we hope to see you there. And make sure to spectate if you can make it that weekend. Here is Dylan's birdie. And awesome performance by him, finishing second place. And he's had a lot of second places this year. I know he's very upset that he hasn't won that A tier just yet. but a B tier and a lot of money is always a good weekend. There it is.
Looks like we got Wyatt Mahoney from the chase card, grabbing that third podium spot.
And Kyle Moriarty making a charge with -6. That was a great round. Miles Sayers -7. Those were really good rounds for Sunstein 501.
Absolutely. Shout out to all of our top 10 finishers there. And of course, once again, to the champion of the day. Well, first, let's see. We have Wyatt Mahoney, third place. Let's get him his flowers. Dylan, as you mentioned, second place. And the gavel.
Yes, we added a new trophy to the mix, and everyone's beginning on a podium is going to get a gavel. You know, this is a Sunstein intellectual property event.
Thank you to Rivas and Steve and everyone involved making this happen, and Prodigy Disc and Tree Magnets. Thanks for coming out, guys. Yeah.
Awesome tournament, Harry. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. A joy to watch at the 501 disc golf track. And yeah, stay tuned for the Sunstein series. We will have the Grand Prix on GMT later this year, of course, to see our grand finale of New England tournament scene and crown the final champion for our pro divisions and amateur divisions in New England.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of other divisions, here's a little bit of a look at the FPO division. We had a very awesome finish there. And just want to give a huge shout out to Nicole Gonzalez for taking it down against Kate Clay, who got in second place. And here are some clips from that. We hope you enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for everyone that's been part of this journey. Greatest Media Team is just growing so fast. And we can't wait to show you more coverage from not only New England, but Charlotte, East Coast, and of course, more of Harry Chase.
I'll try to do it for you guys. One last shout out to Nicole here. Been trying to get that big B tier win for a while. Clutching up on the 18th, even though she didn't need it. What a performance, and way to go.
Check out that putt. Caitlin Clay, second place.
She's got it.
She's definitely got it. Awesome tournament, folks. Thanks for staying tuned. Check you out next time.
We had a great FPO tournament, so let's do the podiums now. Starting in third place with Caitlin Clay. In second place was Daphne Chen. Yeah, Daphne! Woo! And our champion for 2025 is Nicole Gonzalez. Hey! Yeah, Nicole!
Awesome, congratulations.
You're competing, Patty, Artem. There we go. Which camera do we look at? Any of them?
All of them.
That's a good one.
I'm here with the winner of the 2025 Sunstein Open. That's Jesse Longenecker, and congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
So the winners of this tournament at 501 were Touring Pro Harry Chase, Touring Pro Paul Kranz, and Touring Pro Simon Lizotte.
Wow.
And now your name is on that list. How does that feel?
Wow, that's quite the list to live up to.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll follow them, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I mean, for people maybe, have you been on GMT coverage before?
I don't think I have.
So maybe
No,
just
yeah.
tell a
It's
little bit
great
about
show.
yourself and like where you're from and like what you're doing out in Massachusetts and
Yeah.
what brings you to us.
Yeah, well, so I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm in college right now, and so probably what I'm most known for is I just won the Collegiate National Championships, but now this summer I'm kind of just going around the East Coast playing A tiers and B tiers, and I mean this is such an awesome tournament, so I
Yeah.
had to make it out.
That's great. Could you feel the pressure today?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, for sure. No, this property is amazing, and yeah, creates a really fun finish.
Yeah. So yesterday, did you play with Simon on the?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. And so what was that like? Because
was
you
really
were right
fun.
there with him. You were hanging right with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows what would happen if Simon was able to play today, but that was really fun. He's such a great card mate.
Yeah. So we were saying before the interview started that it was a bit of an up and down round, but it was up when it needed to be up. I mean, that shot on 17. I mean, I think you had iced it by that birdie on 15, maybe. When did you start to feel like, okay, I've got this?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know, probably I had that bogey on, 14 maybe? 13? I'm not sure. But just like being able to bounce back. I think every bogey that I had today, I was able to bounce back, so that felt really good. But just getting a couple birdies there after my last bogey, really felt good.
Yeah, you bogeyed 13 because you hit an early tree, but then 14 you were like right there, like that amazing forehand.
Yeah, that's
Great
right.
shot.
That birdie on 14.
Yeah.
Probably.
So Dylan tried to put pressure on you, and Kyle Moriarty from one of the chase cards was putting pressure on you.
Yeah,
Were
I've
you
seen his
checking
name.
scores?
I was, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out still how to close out tournaments. You know, trying to figure out if checking the scores is good for me or not. But this time I was, and yeah, it felt good to hit some good shots, knowing that I needed to.
Well, we'll hope you'll join us. You automatically qualified for the Massachusetts Grand Prix, October 19th at Maple Hill. And there's a big prize at the end of that one. And, you know, some great names like Casey White and Harry have won that tournament as well.
Awesome.
Have you played Maple Hill in a tournament before?
I did. I played the Cosmic Open just last weekend. That was my first time there. So.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better in the fall than it was for the Cosmic.
Yeah.
How'd you enjoy Mile Marker?
Mile marker was really fun. This is 501.
Yeah.
Mile marker is really great. Yeah. I was just telling one of my friends while we were practicing it, I was like, this is like one of my favorite types of courses to play casually. You know, it's such a great like evening round. Go out there. I mean, for the pros here, it's probably a lot of like shorter shots, but that's really fun when you just want to get around it. So it's well designed. It's a good course.
Okay, so back to Pennsylvania tomorrow, or now, or
tonight probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then, are you going to be back in New England for anything else this year?
I will be in Vermont
for Brewster Ridge Open. Great.
And then the weekend after in Maine for Circle One.
That'll be great. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Well, congratulations! Huge win. Probably the biggest of your pro career, I would think. Yeah, because you took down a stacked field. And we'll see you at Maple Hill.
Yes, thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. We're here with the champion of the FPO division for the 2025 Sunstein Open, and that's Nicole Gonzalez. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, wire-to-wire victory? I mean, I think you took the lead first round and held it the whole time.
Yeah.
And you won the Open by 7 or 8 strokes, something like that?
Yeah.
Pretty dominant performance. What was the key?
Just tried to stay positive. I get in my head a lot, so I told myself this year that I'm not going to try to do that. Just play my game, stick to the shots that I do, and really focus on my putting, because I feel like that's where I kind of lock in on.
So you had a pretty big lead heading into the final round. Did that help sort of calm the nerves, knowing that there was some space?
Yes, the girls are awesome, and they're obviously amazing and super talented, so you never know what can happen. So yeah, it definitely helped ease some nerves for sure. And 501's hard, so you never know what can happen. So
yeah. So this is your biggest ever pro win, fair to say? Yeah. And did you start on Saturday thinking like I can take it down this year?
I've been telling myself in the car rides, I'm like, I'm gonna win. So I just like hype myself up. So I think I'm just gonna keep hyping myself up, listen to some good music, and so far it's working this year. So yeah.
So you built a nice lead at mile marker and then held on at 501. I mean, held on's not even like the right, because you shot the hot round today too. So I mean, something was working. Was it just putter working, or off the tee clean, or both? I assume.
Definitely the putter. I felt good with my putter for sure. My up shots were good today. So, and then once they kind of felt good in the start, I was able to feel confident. But I enjoyed mile marker too, because I do enjoy longer open courses, so that gave me a lot of confidence as well.
Yeah. So what are the goals the rest of the season?
I'm playing a course in New York next week at Minekill, and then going to the Bro, which I'm super excited about. And then just some smaller events here and there, but hopefully I can just keep on the gas, you know?
Yeah. So you qualify for the Massachusetts Grand Prix by winning this event, and that'll be your second time as a pro at the Grand Prix?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and something to look forward to at the end of the year. But we were just saying off camera that maybe some practice on the diamonds.
Maple Hill. If anyone looks up my stats there, don't. They're not very good. So yeah, I got to get in the right headspace then, do some practicing, and yeah, hopefully I can at least put in better work than the last time I was there. Yeah.
So you came down the stretch and you won the tournament. We have a nice gallery watching, and people are just like encouraging you to smile. Do you think you'll smile tonight, or is it just, is it sinking in, or what?
I just get so awkward, and speeches. It's like, but I'm super thankful, and this was amazing. Yeah, I think I'm just awkward, and I am a happy person. For those that think I'm not, it's just I don't know, but. Yeah, I'll definitely be smiling. All my friends are over there, so it's really cool. So.
Yeah. There's nothing awkward about winning this tournament by 7 strokes. You did a great job. Congratulations. Your name is up there with some of our past champions who are like, the great women of the Northeast.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So you're on that list, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.